My name is Stephen Speck. I'm the manager of our relationship management team here at Clearview. So my professional background would be easily characterized as unconventional. I don't come from the business world by origin. I actually spent 24 years in education, so far removed from the business world, at least on paper. My transition from education coming here to Clearview, if I'm being candid and honest, had much less to do with the nature of what we do at Clearview and more so with a necessary change in my life. As much as I loved my time in education, there are some undeniable truths that became unavoidable. And so selfishly, I had reached a juncture at which I needed something different. And as I was pursuing other potential endeavors, what Clearview had to offer really appealed to me. The challenges that I faced in coming to Clearview were far more professionally related than personal. My reasons for coming here were affirmed, and I had zero regret whatsoever in the choice I'd made personally. But professionally, after having been in the same industry for nearly a quarter of a century, I was experiencing what I'd almost characterize as the imposter syndrome. I was brand new. Very few people transitioning career at nearly 50 years old. And that was the election I'd made. So I was in an entirely different world occupationally. I was taking a crash course in Business 101, a whole lot in a little bit of time. Grasping all that initially was overwhelming. And it was coupled by my conscience wanting so desperately to do right by this place that it invested in me. That was without question the most daunting challenge I faced professionally upon arriving here. My direct superior has proven to be arguably the greatest mentor I've ever had. His teachings, his empathy, it was amazing to me how he could balance all facets of acclimating me to this place. What Clearview afforded me was all the on-job training that I could have hoped or imagined, a steady, gradual, comfortable acclimation to my role. There were no pieces or stages of the process where I ever felt anxious, anxiety-ridden on account of being ill-equipped, because Clearview was so intentional about making sure that I learned what I was supposed to do and how I was supposed to do it. And I couldn't get over how much a team effort that was among all the colleagues with whom I worked, from our executive committee to my colleagues within my own team. The flexibility that's afforded to our employees is almost astonishing, in that the mindset is, if Clearview invests in you, it'll conjure commitment from you in return that would never prompt you to behave complacently or neglectfully on the job. And that's exactly how I feel. It's enabled me to be a better husband, a better father. The other overwhelming surprise is that on the surface, when you speak of education and you speak of business, you would immediately be compelled to correlate the warm, fuzzies with teaching and school, whereas sadly, business has a cold and impersonal stereotype. I experienced many wonderful relationships and encounters in my tenure as an educator, but I have never worked in a healthier, warmer culture than I do here. And that has been as refreshing a reality as any I've known, because I never felt a greater comfort at work than I do now. So I want to be as candid, as authentic as I can without being cliche in offering someone advice who's pondering a career transition. To begin, it's honestly never too late. This world is blessed with opportunity. And I feel that far too often we corner ourselves into believing that we're trapped in concrete, quicksand, and what you've committed to do is what you're therefore destined to do. I would encourage individuals not to undersell their personal skill sets. I sold myself short. I never believed that I was capable of moving into the world of business. And I came to a place where there was tremendous belief in me and an entity that was willing to dive into who I am as a person and help me realize that I was capable of a lot more than I was giving myself credit for being, to the point at which I'm in a group, I'm in a team that by its very essence enables me to pursue many of the passions I have as an individual through my profession. And had I not been willing to take a leap of faith, I never would have come to that realization. Leaps of faith are only dangerous if there's no one there to catch you on the other end. And I'm grateful to say that not only was I caught, but I have been received more warmly than I ever could have imagined here at Clearview.